Yes and no.
18, I feel as though you should have the right to purchase firearms.
I think it's reasonable to be able to conceal a weapon as long as they are being responsible.
They need to take a safety course to understand, what they're getting themselves into and how to operate the gun safely.
I feel like you should be 21 to purchase a gun.
18-year-olds can't have handguns, can they? No. Yeah, I think that's strict enough. I personally just think that the laws about handguns are the most important.
There needs to be more to the pistol permit because people could get their guns taken away from them. It's just all you do is take a class. It's not really that hard.
You gotta do what you gotta do to ensure the safety of American citizens.
I think it's good that there are steps in the process.
I think that there's a lot involved in getting it, but I think that it's worth it because if you're getting it for the right reasons, you won't have any problems coming forward with that much information. You won't have any problems going through the process of it if you're not getting it for the wrong reason. I love the castle doctrine. If somebody comes into my house, then I should have every right to defend myself and my family.
Their foot is on your property. They're pretty much trespassing, so you should be allowed to protect yourself.
You want to protect your family, you want to protect your valuables, you want to protect your pets.
In the effect that someone is trying to hurt you, then you should protect yourself.
You really have to think not only twice, but 3-4 times before using deadly force on somebody. But if somebody's breaking into your house, it's the middle of the night, how do you know if they're armed or not?
I think there should be more guidelines depending. If somebody tries to break into your house, if they're actually in your house, yes, I do believe so. But if they're not, it is murder.
Developing laws, it's like unintended consequences. A good law is understandable and enforceable.
I think for the most part they should keep the gun laws that they have. I just think that there should be a couple, like I said earlier, a couple additional safety measures for people that are going to be getting gun permits and buying guns.
If you look at them worldwide, I think North Carolina's still doing pretty good because there's not that much of a difference. So
it seems like it's probably what we have is working if we're not that strict, but we still don't have as many gun deaths.
School administrators or something give us like a permit they could know who's the people who have the guns and they have the permit to have a gun.
Well, that depends on who you are.
I think that every person should have the right to protect themselves.
I don't think that students or teachers should be able to carry or conceal firearms on, school grounds.
For law enforcement or, someone that's working to protect the schools, but not for students, no. Absolutely not. I don't think that there's a need for that.
And there should be somebody there to protect people in case if some violence breaks out or something.